Hey truck fans, welcome back to the channel. Today we have one of the most anticipated pickups of the year, the 2026 Ford F-150. This isn't just another update here. Ford's taken America's best-selling truck and infused it with serious capability, fresh tech, bold styling and refined utility. Over the next 125 minutes, we're going deep to every spec, every detail, every experience here. So if you're in the market for a truck that can work hard, play hard, haul, tow, adventure, commute and more, stay tuned. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you don't miss any of our future truck deep dives, and let's get behind the wheel of the 2026 Ford F-150. Let's roll. Let's begin by looking under the skin of what the 2026 Ford F-150 is built on, where it sits, what powertrains are available, what's new for this model year and how that translates into real value. Ford provides multiple engine options for 2026, a twin-turbo 2.7-liter V6 with about 325 horsepower and 400 pounds-to-feet of torque. There's also a 5.0-liter naturally aspirated V8 delivering around 400 horsepower and 410 pounds-to-feet. On the hybrid side we see a 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 hybrid outputting around 430 horsepower and 570 pounds-to-feet of torque. For towing and payload, the 2026 F-150 is expected to carry over its class-leading figures, up to about 13,500 pounds towing and up to roughly 2,445 pounds payload in the best configuration. On the technology front, the 2026 model brings an updated suite of driver assist features, standard automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, rear cross traffic alert and, on higher trims, Ford's hands-free BlueCruise system. The inflow of cabin tech is improved. Ford steps up the infotainment with larger screens, updated sync software, improved materials and a revised appearance package for 26. What does all this mean? It means the F-150 is increasingly versatile. You can spec it as a serious work truck, a luxury commuter, an off-road weekend rig, or a blend of all three. As you plan your build, this foundation section sets expectations for what you'll see in the exterior, interior, comfort and performance segments to follow. So when you're filming, show the spec sheet, walk through engine bay, highlight drivetrain badges, EcoBoost, Power Boost, Raptor, show the 10-speed automatic transmission call-out, illustrate bed dimensions and cabin packaging. That prepares your viewer for the deeper dive coming next. Now let's walk around the 2026 Ford F-150 and explore how its exterior design supports function, capability and presence. From the front fascia you'll notice Ford's bold grille. Depending on trim you get chrome, black Tautour off-road accents, LED headlamps with signature lighting, a robust bumper, and in some trims skid plate protection. The body side reveals muscular wheel arches, strong character lines, large wheels and tires that hint at both utility and style. One important detail, the 2026 model continues to offer bed lengths of 5.5 foot, 6.5 foot and 8.0 foot. You'll also find variant-specific styling packages. For example, the Lobo prototypes hint at street-tuned F-150 variants that bring aggressive wheels, lower suspension and unique finishes. On the utility side, check for the Pro Access tailgate, more widely available in 26. Be sure to film the tailgate closing. Step in, bed floor height, tie-down anchors, lighting. Show how the truck looks in daylight and at dusk. Lighting signature matters. On the side rear view emphasize ground clearance. Now we step inside the cab of the 2026 Ford F-150 and explore how Ford combines utility, comfort and technology in the driver environment and passenger cabin. Starting with the driver's seat, expect multiple power adjustments, lumbar support, premium upholstery on higher trims, and good visibility. The dashboard features a large digital instrument cluster, 12-inch, which can display dual information sets, for example, towing data and off-road info. The infotainment screen is now 12-inch horizontal, runs the Sync 4 or Next Gen system, supports wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, over-the-air updates, and voice command features. On the central console you'll find physical switches for key truck functions, 4A tilde, 4 mode, differential lock, trail brake etc., combined with a digital interface for smoother daily use. Rear seat space. In the Super Crew configuration, rear passengers enjoy improved legroom, headroom, rear climate vents, USB-C ports and optional folding center armrest for utility use. The rear seats may fold forward to expand cargo space or access under-seat storage. Practical storage. Look for door pockets, large center console box, glove box, seat bins, rear seat back pockets, and optional slide-out tray in the bed, if you want. Materials. Higher trims receive soft touch surfaces, contrast stitching, premium leather. Ambient lighting. Work-oriented trims retain durable plastics for long-term service. Shoes. Technology. In addition to infotainment, the F-150 offers advanced driver assist features, 360-degree camera with trailer coverage view, trailer hookup apps for your phone, and drive modes for hauling or off-road. In the video, walk from driver's side in, narrate your first impression, show how buttons feel, adjust seat and mirror, film infotainment boot up and responsiveness, walk to rear seats, film legroom and entry, egress, show storage and utility features. Then evaluate, does this feel like a truck I'd want to live in every day? Could I put my mud-covered boots on the floor and not worry? Could I do a business haul one day and family road trip the next? At the end of this interior segment, your viewer should clearly understand the cabin environment of the 2026 F-150A. From tech to practicality to comfort. Comfort in a full-size pickup is often a compromise, but the 2026 Ford F-150 attempts to raise the bar on that. Let's examine ride quality, seating comfort, noise vibration harshness, NVH, practicality for daily driving, and how well the truck performs for passengers and cargo on longer trips. Starting with seats. Have they got enough bolstering for spirited drives? Enough cushion for 300-mile trips? Higher trims often offer heating, ventilation, memory settings, and sometimes massaging seats. Rear seat comfort. Are legroom and headroom sufficient? Is the entry, exit easy? Are second-row features, vents, USB ports, cup holders present? Ride quality. Despite being a full-size truck, reviews of the 2026 F-150 highlight its surprisingly nimble steering and stable ride. Even though it still uses a relief spring setup on pavement, it feels more composed than many older trucks on less than perfect surfaces. It still handles bumps competent for the class. NVH. Highway cruising should allow conversation without raising voice. Wind and tire noise are well managed for a vehicle of this size, and the cabin insulation is improved for 2026. Daily usability. How easy is the truck to park, maneuver, live with day to day? How tall is the step-in? How are visibility and blind spot coverage? Does the truck feel manageable in city and on the highway? Utility comfort. If you load the bed with gear, does the cabin environment change dramatically? Is the suspension forgiving when loaded versus unloaded? Off-road comfort. In off-road mode or over moderate terrain? Here's the heart of the matter. How does the 2026 Ford F-150 perform when you ask it to do work, haul, tow, accelerate, steer, manage terrain and live in real-world conditions? Let's break it down. Acceleration power. With the 2.7-liter twin-turbo V6 producing tilde 325 horsepower / 400 pounds-feet, the 5.0-liter V8 at tilde 400 horsepower / 410 pounds-feet, and the hybrid 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 at tilde 430 horsepower / 570 pounds-feet. You have broad performance choices. In independent testing, the 2026 F-150 with the hybrid, or equivalent, did 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 5.8 seconds. Towing hauling. Perhaps the F-150's biggest strength, up to about 13,500 pounds maximum towing capacity and up to about 2,445 pounds payload, in best configuration. Evaluate how the truck behaves with a heavy trailer, merging, braking, downhill grades, and in turn using trailer modes and 368 degrees camera, trailer view features. Handling steering. Despite its size, reviewers say the 2026 F-150 steers with a level of directness not always expected in a truck this size. You should film passing maneuvers, cornering, lane changes at highway speeds, checking for body roll, steering feel, brake feedback. Off-road terrain. If your truck includes an off-road trim, test rough surfaces, hills, rocks, maybe water crossings. If safe, look at how the suspension copes, how the AWD or 4 system engages, how the truck maintains composure. Fuel economy efficiency. With multiple engine choices you'll get different MPG figures. For example, the hybrid delivers efficiency gains. The 2.7-liter and 5.0-liter options offer balanced utility. Discuss real-world fuel usage. Economy penalty. Tally when towing. Highway versus city. Noise, comfort under load, when towing or hauling heavy loads. Does the truck remain stable? Does the engine, transmission noise increase noticeably? Does wind or tire noise dominate? Document your driving scenario. Loaded with gear plus trailer. Climbing grade. This is how the truck felt a broken bar in your video. Film a full driving sequence. Start cold, accelerate, merge, pass, trailer hookup, off-road segment, if applicable, return drive. Narrate your impressions, the data, the lows, strengths. At the end of this performance section, your viewer should feel confident. Yay, so this truck is capable. Yay, so it delivers. Here's how it stacks up in real life. We've covered a lot of ground. The foundational details of the 2026 Ford F-150, its exterior design and utility, interior experience and technology, comfort for passengers and daily use, and how it performs when you push it. Now it's time to bring it all together and deliver verdicts. Who it's for, what its strengths are, where you should proceed with caution. The case for it: if you're shopping a full-size truck and you want tremendous capability, towing, hauling, better utility, a strong array of modern engines, including hybrid, solid tech and comfort, and a brand with a long track record, this truck is difficult to beat. Where it stands out: the 2026 F-150 hits high marks for versatility, worksite in the morning, family commute in the afternoon, weekend adventure in the backcountry. It blends raw utility with refinement better than many trucks. Where to check carefully: of course, size always matters. Garage fit, fuel consumption, especially with larger engines,